Add your milk to your mixing bowl.
Add 2 eggs to the milk in your mixing bowl. I'm making a double batch. If you're making a single batch, you would add 1 egg. Add olive oil or butter to your mixing bowl. Add honey or sugar to your mixing bowl. Today I'm using date syrup because this is what I have. Make your udane by mixing flour with boiling water into a paste. Plop your udane into the liquids in your bowl. Notice this is a nice thick paste. Measure your yeast and salt and set to the side. Finally, add your flour to your mixing bowl. I decided to test just how low hydration can we go and use the whisk. This is after not even a minute mixing with the whisk on high speed. It came together so fast. The texture is great already. I didn't even add my salt and my yeast. I have to get the dough hook out of my dishwasher because I cannot mix something this thick with my whisk. The whisk might just be what it takes to make bread faster, fresh milled, and with a KitchenAid. High speed on the whisk for this enriched dough worked really well. Since I have 16 minutes left on my dishwasher time, I'm just gonna let this dough sit covered for 16 minutes. We could call this an autolyze. The dishwasher's done. I got my dough hook. The enriched dough, which is great for rolls, super soft sandwich breads. Anything super soft is gonna have added fat and added sugar. That's what this is. I have my yeast and salt in the bowl. It's on dough hook, and I'm gonna set a timer for 3 minutes. All right, it's been 3 minutes since our dough has kneaded. I'm gonna oil my hands, stretch it out like this. Beautiful. We got window pane. I'm going to let this dough go through the first rise. There's 2 rises in the bread method traditionally, so that's what we're gonna do today. Our bread dough has risen. How do we know it's done? We're gonna do what's called the poke test. It helps to have a wet finger or a greased finger so it doesn't stick to the dough. Push in, see how it stays down. Can you see the fingerprint? But the dough around it didn't sink. What this means is we have perfectly proofed dough. If the dough around it kind of degasses when you push your finger in, you let your dough rise too long. That's okay, keep going. It won't be the best bread, it'll still be decent bread. Okay, we are ready for the next phase, which is punching down the dough. Take the dough up and over, turn the bowl. Almost like what we would do is stretch and folds. Turn the bowl. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can either flour our board. I have some leftover flour from my spelt bread, so we'll use it. Okay. This is not a high hydration dough. I mean, it's higher than your basic lean dough. A little. Let's get the air out. Any air that might be left. I want to squish it out. And then gently plop my cute little loaf right in there. And we're gonna let this rise. Again, I'm gonna cover it up with my wet towel. Take a look at this beautiful enriched dough that's been rising on top of the oven. As soon as those rolls come out, this is gonna go in. We could brush the top with an egg wash. I have some egg wash. Our bread has reached 203 degrees. Remember, this is an enriched dough. We're baking to 200 versus a lean dough, which we bake to 190. Let's take a look. So pretty. See how the egg wash gave us a darker crust? For my friend.